Is this thing on?
And we are live. Welcome back to another episode of Spooled Life Live. I'm your host, Ram Garcia. We're in beautiful, and I don't know how much more beautiful it can get, but we're in the most beautiful places here in Corpus Christi, Texas. We're here at beautiful Roy's Bait and Tackle, which is also known as the Roy's Bait and Tackle Spooled Life Live Studio, right? We're keeping fresh in real sportswear. I'm over here in panic mode because, like always, we had some technical difficulties, but it wouldn't be raw, man. It wouldn't be raw and it wouldn't be live. If you check out the other podcasts around here and surrounding areas, they look so clean. Those ain't raw, man. You know, this one's, you got to have some
a little rough around the edges.
Yeah, it's got to be rough. We like it rough and we like it raw here at Spooled Life Live. So we're staying nice and fresh with Carbach, right? This one here is Rodeo Clown. It's one of the newest Imperial Tropical IPA Rodeo Clowns. And as always, the only rods we touch are Sarge rods, right? You can find them all here at Roy's Bait and Tackle. What's up, guys? What's up, Chet? What's up, Eric? Eric Bettis is in the house. Chet, I hope I'm getting this right. Moram Pudi? Correct me if I'm wrong. Try not to correct me because I won't hear you, right? But correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you all so much. We got 12 people checking us out right here live. Man, if y'all ain't too busy this weekend, y'all are coming down 37, right? Well, what is it? 69 now or something like that, right? Coming down from Houston area, Dallas.
357A exit.
I'm not sure what it is. I know you get there on 37 and come towards Corpus. If you want to go cruise the beach over there, everybody's out there right now. It's hot, right? If you're on the way to check out the Selena statue downtown Corpus, you're probably staying at the Omni, the Hilton, the Radisson, North Beach, right? We're also another famous spot here in Corpus is the Trade Center, right? We got beer, you got some shopping to do there, you get a little bit of everything at the Trade Center. You get tattoos, you get some custom shirts. You could even buy a parrot, right? If you want to buy a parrot, a lizard, snake, any type of stuff you want. If you come in a Roy's Bait and Tackle, we're at the fly side, right up the stairs. You can't miss David, right? You might be able to miss me. My filters aren't on, but you cannot miss David, right? Oh, well, I said your name. I wasn't supposed to. Or if y'all are just coming to fish somebody else's bay, right? You never know. But nonetheless, this is enough about me and enough about you all, right? This is not about me or about you, right? This is about my special guest that I have on. We got some good stuff coming up. I'm going to give you all a hint of what we got. We got three giveaway prizes, some of which you cannot find yet, right?
No, got one exclusive item.
Right, one exclusive to Spooled Life Live viewers, right? Phil Spencer is in the house, right?
What's up, Phil?
What's up, Phil? What's up to all the fly anglers out there? Joe, Nicholas is in the house here. All right, so nonetheless, we got a special show for you all. Sit back, grab you your favorite Carbach, grab you your favorite seat. This is going to be a hell of a show. I got none other. Huh?
I'll give this one a try.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. That's actually the one that's up on the podium here, right? Love Street Citrus. It brings a good refreshing, it's not too harsh, you know what I mean? It's like a refreshing right after you cut the yard, right after you reel in that bull red, right after you put the boat on the trailer.
that kind of
kind of,
huh?
yeah, kind of taste, right? I got none other. I know y'all are like, man, let's get this show over with already, man. I want to see all of them, right? I got none other than my man, Prima Gancho himself, the luchador king, David Teran. What's up, David?
What's up, Ram?
Thank you so much for coming to the show. I know it was quite a bit of a drive, at least 2.5 hour drive, right?
Yeah,
Houston area,
it's about 3.5.
right? How was the traffic? Pretty.
No traffic at all.
No traffic at all.
Nice ride in.
Oh wow, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Past Buc-ee's, past
Buc-ee's, Prasix.
yeah, Prasix, yeah.
Past
The motorcycle shop right there in Plano.
I
Past
didn't
that.
recognize that.
Those are all little landmarks I look into.
Past Robstown.
The Drip OG. That's another one we could call you, right? You definitely passed Robstown. Did you pass Robstown?
Yeah, I saw exits.
Oh, you didn't go
like-
through Robstown though.
No, I was like, this is we're like in.
Yeah, you went like through Caroline. You got to check in, man. You can't be going through Robstown without checking in first. Right? So, thank you for coming in, man. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm David Teran from Houston, Texas. Avid fisherman, primarily on the Upper Coast. Born and raised in Houston, and moved on the East Coast for a short period of time. During my younger years, my dad was in construction, so he was always chasing the check, and
Right.
his business took us around the East Coast, and that is where I got my first hit of the tug drug.
Oh yeah.
And didn't really have a lot of influence of fishing at a young age, but that's one thing I would never forget, and I think it's why I keep coming back for it. You know, is that tug, that's
Right.
the whole sensation. But, got into it recreationally, or actually, yeah. In my teen years, I had a uncle, shout out Theo Fernando, who took me out to 91st Street Pier a long time ago. I don't even think it was called 91st. It was right off the Galveston Seawall.
It was probably 90 at that time. 90 Street.
They probably
Right.
a hurricane shifted
Yeah.
the block or
Yeah,
something.
they said, you know what? We don't want to change the name too much. Let's just move it up one step.
Yeah. So that was I fished there teen years. That was another kind of recollection of my early introduction into fishing. And then, like I said, as a teen, it was just recreational, something to do, get away, go
Right.
down to the beach on the weekend, hang out. And,
Young David Teran.
yeah.
You know what? Let's what I like to do, what I'm going to do is I want everybody to grab your favorite carbach, and we're gonna do a toast to young David Teran. Right? That sounds like a good one. To young David Teran
Salud.
and to the Spooled Life Live.
Salud. Spooled Life. All the viewers tuning in. Crack a cold one.
Crack a cold one. You're not
Doing it
thirsty?
live.
You're not thirsty yet?
Yeah.
Go for it, man. So a young David Teran, you grow up in Houston, teenager, you start getting your feet wet
Right.
in fishing and stuff. You're fishing, you said you were fishing the coastal waters right there, like
Seawall.
Texas City or what?
Mainly the seawall,
Seawall?
rock grinds, beachfront, from Jamaica all the way down the Surfside.
Okay.
So,
So that's like Galveston area, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Galveston.
So Galveston area, you're catching all these reds and stuff, you know, and you're more than likely going back to the house and, man, look what I caught, and y'all do a big fish fry and you have a whole bunch of carbach. At that time, there probably wasn't even any carbach, right?
No, there's no carbach.
You know what? First person to tell me when carbach started, I'm going to send y'all a little Spooled Life Live package. Man, I'm backed up. At the last show, I think I owe Rob Bozant a package. It's coming, Rob. You know, if you only knew here at the Spooled Life, man, the week or weeks before show, it's 100 miles an hour. You know, we don't stop. We go and we just keep going, right? Your package is on the way, dude. I guarantee it. It's going to be a hell of a package. It's on the way. I just can't wait till you get it, man. Right? So you're cruising Galveston. At what point did you say, you know what? I'm it's time to start making some money off this fishing stuff.
Wow. Oh shit. It wasn't really intended to be any type of business, or not even a side
really?
hustle. No, it was like I said, after days of fishing the surf in Galveston, I got to experiment more instead of just traditional post up your rod,
Right.
and chunk of bait out, and
Barbecue pit. And,
yeah. I started to get more interested in techniques that I would run into guys at the bait shop, and they're like, hey, we caught this and that. And I'm like, well,
right.
how'd you do that, man? I've been striking out.
Yeah.
You know?
And I'm using bait, right?
Live bait, chunk bait, a little bit of everything, whatever it took to get a bite, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just more and more on the scene, and get people start talking with them how they do it, and they're like, well, that's what we're doing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Switched up the techniques, and that's when I kind of started experimenting with artificial baits,
Right.
using different applications. And then once I figured that out, it's a whole nother level, you know?
Right.
It took my recreational fun thing to do to more of an obsession. It's like,
Right.
I have to do it now, you know?
Profession.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Profession. So to answer your question, it was never intended to be a business or even a side hustle. It was just my passion that I would showcase on my personal Instagram.
Yeah.
And
Which was at the time.
actually, I'm gonna be real with you. Before it was actually Prima Gancho, there was kind of a phase in the names in that account. I think we called it CPR at one time. It was just like Marty and I think we called it Catch Pick Team CPR. It was like catch picture release.
Oh.
And you might even be able to look up that hashtag and still see some like throwbacks of us
Yeah.
out, and
There's probably over 2 million hashtags of CPR.
possibly.
Right now, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Back
Team
then, it wasn't a
CPR,
big
though.
deal. You know what I mean? Back then, it was, I want to catch everything, put it inside my ice chest, and go home, right?
Yeah.
You know, and brag. That's what the bragging was, is
Yeah.
how much fish I have in my ice chest at the time. Now, of course, they're taking away everything, man. They're taking away our trouts. They're taking away our trout limits. They're taking away our sriracha sauce. You know, they're taking away a little bit of everything, man. And someone's going to tell me, man, it's a sunset clause, right? We're going to get it back. But we only get back what they give us back.
Yeah.
You know, if the day comes where we're supposed to get it back and they say, guess what? You're not getting shit back. You know? And actually, we're going to take another one away because our reports say that it's getting worse, right? And they decide, hey, you know what? We're going to go ahead and let y'all keep 2 now, you know? We're keeping 2 trout and moving on, you know? Right? So how long have you been a guide?
I've been guiding officially just a year and a half.
A year and a half?
Yeah.
What was the name of it?
Prima Gancho Charters.
That was from the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
From the-
Also, a year and a half. Prima Gancho Charters. That's fairly new.
Right. We
Right.
launched January of 21.
Mm-hmm.
Made the announcement that the charter service will be ready to run trips.
Mm-hmm.
We opened up our books February 6th of 21.
And that's what you do. That's what you do full time now.
Full time, yeah.
That and Prima Gancho, of course.
Right.
Right. We're gonna get into everybody's like, what the hell is Prima Gancho? Why do they keep saying that? You know, what are all those letters on his cap? You know, we're gonna get into all that. You know, just stick around. We have a bunch of good stuff coming up. You know, we just started. It's only been 13 minutes. You know.
Longest.
Yeah,
13
we're just
minutes.
longest 13 minutes. Longest 13 minutes. 13 minutes was the longer than the drive over here, right? Cindy Wynn is in the house.
What's up,
Alfred
Sid?
Ramos. Terrell McGuire is in the house. There's a lot of questions coming in, guys. I try to be as interactive as possible. If I skip over your question, it's not intentional. So don't go and delete yourself from my media pages and leave me a bad remark on Google, right? You know, just hang tight. I'll make it up to you. I guarantee it. Israel Padron is in the house. You know?
Israel. Shout out. I think he's
What do you say? It's already time, man. I usually do the giveaway about 15 minutes in. We're 14:43. Since today is Saturday, Ram Garcia does whatever the hell he wants to. You know what I mean?
Ram time.
Let's give something away. And let's give a toast, man. Let's give a toast to giving stuff away. Okay?
Yeah. Toast to giving. And
This is some good stuff. Right? So first, what I'm going to do, we got some good stuff here, guys. So check this stuff out. We got, just by the looks of it, well, first I want you all to go and follow Prima Gancho so you have an idea of what the hell we're talking about.
Right.
Prima Gancho, that's gonna be our next question. We got this buff. I'm not even gonna tell you what it is. I want y'all to go find out. But once you see it, I guarantee you're gonna wear it fishing. You're gonna wear it to wherever they make you wear masks at.
Yeah.
Eckerd's, Super S, Kmart, right? The taqueria. You're gonna wear this everywhere you all go. We got this plug called the Drip, custom plug. You can only find this plug here at primagancho.com, right?
Right.
Primagancho.com. You could find it there, or you could find it right here at Spooled Life Live. We're gonna give you all one. And then I'm gonna wait till we talk about tactics on this one. But this is a big deal that we've been talking about over the past
Ram's
couple of shows is jig heads, right? We're gonna give you this pack of DOA jerk shad, right?
It's a jerk bait.
Jerk bait. This is the
455
croaker.
color code Texas croaker. Yeah.
Texas croaker. There you go. You see, I know them, man. I don't know how I know them, but the Texas croaker edition, right? And we have the eye strike jig head in yellow color eye, right? Also affiliated with Z-Man. I see a lot of people call them the Z-Man jig heads. These are the eye strike jig heads, guys. What's my man's name over there at eye strike?
Dave Flagg.
Dave Flagg.
And Ralph Phillips.
Right.
The originators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the ones. Before it was eye strike, it was
It used to be, before it was an eye strike jig, they used to call it Ralph Phillips inshore jig.
short jig?
Ralph Phillips inshore jig.
Inshore jig.
Yeah.
I want to say it was something else before eye strike.
No.
I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But nonetheless, we're going to give you all some of these. We're going to talk about this particular baits and these jig heads mid-show.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff I want to talk about jig heads, right? I'm not too much of a jig header, right? I typically like to cast weedless. I want to say it's made by Owner Beast hooks, weedless hooks. That's more my speed. That's more my style. You know, I fish along a lot of grass and stuff. And I know a lot of people fish jig heads in grass, but hey, that's just me, right? I can fish whatever I want to fish with. I just can't keep whatever I want to keep, right? But
Right.
I can fish whatever I want. I got all Royce bait and tackle to choose from. And believe me, if y'all haven't cruised in, there's plenty of jig heads. They have like their own very own aisle.
No, this place is
You know what I mean?
truly like out of this world.
Is this your first time here?
My first
It
visit
is.
here. It is.
It's like Corpus Christi's very own Bass Pro Shop.
It's beyond Bass.
Bass Pro Shop was once going to come out to the island, I believe, right? I don't know the full story. They were going to be across Schlitterbahn. There's no more Schlitterbahn. It went away, right? I think the park is still there, rotting away or whatever it's doing, still there. But they were going to go across Bass Pro Shops, and the executives of Bass Pro were coming down 37. They crossed Crosstown. They crossed Palmera Mall, and they saw Roy's Bait and Tackle, and they were like, you know what? This is a bad idea.
Well,
We're not even going to attempt to compete with them, right?
It's not gonna
They
happen.
probably walked in. They're like, dude, this is...
We run this.
Yeah, they're like, man, we're probably going to shut down like Schlitterbahn did.
Yeah.
You know, we don't want to do that. So They moved on. If y'all have never been here, cruise in. We got a little bit of everything: clothing, tackle. We got bags. Just from what I'm looking at right now, we have a wall full of fly fish stuff.
Fly gear.
We got mounts. We got caps.
Apparel.
Down the stairs. If you're me, you're going down the stairs. You take a hard right. You run into the real sportswear apparel. You take a left. Go down about 50 feet where all the rods are at. You take another left. You run into the Sarge rods. Right. Or you come up the stairs and you run into the Carbach. Right. You run into the Spooled Live Headquarters here at Royce Bait and Tackle. One person, guys. One person is gonna win. Let's get back to what we're talking about, right? One person is gonna win the plug, the drip.
It's actually called lagota.
The DOA jerk shads and the eye strike jig heads and this buff. I'm not even gonna tell y'all what's on the buff.
It'll be a surprise.
It's going to be a big surprise. It's going to be a wrestling surprise, and it's going to get you all excited to go fish, and you're going to be able to reel in any type of fish you can hook set, right? First person to tell me. Everybody's just waiting. Hey, the first problem, I'm telling you all guys, it goes through my internet, all right? My internet is not the best. I know the internet in here is not the best. But we have to go through what we see. And my man David is watching with me, right? Okay. Oscar Olmos is in the house. Salty Head is in the house as well. First person to tell me. First person. Where David Teran is from.
Let's see.
First person, guys. Whoever tells me where he is from first will win the drip plug, the
buff.
I got a couple here. Omar Morales, you are the winner.
Omar
Morales is in the house.
What's up, Omar? Was he the first one to
McAllen, that's the wrong answer.
Oh, but wow. Hey, we get that a lot, though.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not going to take that the wrong way. We're not going to take that the wrong way. There's a lot of good people.
The only reason I reacted that way is because we get a lot of feedback and questions and confusion because people think that I'm from McAllen or in the valley somewhere.
Yeah. You look like you're from McAllen. But you know, a buddy of mine is actually from McAllen, Jerry.
Yeah.
JRZ Lures is from McAllen. Hell of a lure. That's my lure of choice, right? You can find them here in Royce Bait and Tackle. Omar Morales, slide into my DMs, man, after the show, right? And I'll get this out to you ASAP. I'm going to put your name right here.
Omar
Morales,
receiving
our first winner of the day.
Prima Gancho, first plug ever.
Let's drink to Omar Morales. Let's don't drink too much, though.
Damn, bro. Almost ready for me to crack another one. 20 minutes in.
Hey, everybody else that was trying to win, hell of a job, guys. Hell of a job. Well, let's keep it moving.
Sorry, no tortilla.
Let's get into the good stuff, man. How do you feel about superstition? On the water superstition.
I don't know. I can play part into that too, to some extent.
Right.
For example, like the superstition of if you catch a fish on the first cast, then you're not going to catch nothing for the rest of the day.
Oh, really?
That's proven to be true. You know.
See, I haven't heard about that one.
No. Bro, yeah, that's one of the first ones that I've heard, and that's proven to be true a couple of times.
So usually when you cast out, you just reel it in real fast?
Yeah, you pull up to a spot and you see bait busting or, some activity.
Usually my first cast is a bird's nest. But I guess that's superstition too, right?
It could be, yeah. So yeah, I guess, but not too superstitious. I fished with a couple of people or guys that booked a couple of consecutive days and weren't really like on them day one, and they're like, oh, we gotta bring some mojo on the boat, and they showed up the next day with a pineapple.
Oh,
so that's
kind of like the opposite of a banana or something.
I don't know.
I see all the don't bring bananas on the boat and all that stuff.
I asked. I couldn't get a legit explanation, but I think it's more of an offshore thing. With the dudes offshore that they'll bring a banana or a pineapple on board.
And that's good luck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck. And the day that we had a pineapple on board, we really got into some fish. So possibly that could be playing into superstition. So I don't know. I think more conditions more of a factor than brujeria.
Right. Like if you wake up and it's just raining outside.
Well, that's another superstition. Like if you woke up late and you're not on the water before the sunrise and you're not really
that's bad luck. Right.
You always think that, we got here late, we're not going to catch no fish.
Right. Showing up to Laredo Taco before 5?
It's not going to happen.
Because they open after, man, those ladies, no disrespect to the Laredo Taco Company ladies that are following the show, right? Right? Don't go delete yourself. But when I'm walking into the Laredo Taco Company and I'm there at 4:55 and they know that I'm there for a taco, they don't open up, man. Everything's ready. It's steaming.
Espérate, mijo.
We'll be open in a second, sir. I'm like, dude, man, I got fish to catch.
Fish gotta eat
I don't come fishing to get a taco, right? It's a privilege for the Spooled Life to stop at the Laredo Taco Company and get a taco from there instead of the Jalisco, right? Instead of the homemade taco. If I make them homemade, it's probably going to be like bean and cheese, right? But I might do a giveaway on what my favorite taco is. You know what I'm going to? It's going to be on the next show. But my favorite taco is going to be asada, bean, bacon, cheese.
For breakfast?
Potato.
You're talking about
with carne
5 a.m.?
guisada gravy.
Damn.
Drizzled on top.
Ooh, that's gonna be
there you
a
go.
Tough question.
Write it down because that's gonna be. We're gonna do a hell of a giveaway. I think I did it last year. I did a giveaway like that last year, but this year's gonna be special for the person that gets that.
That's too heavy, bro.
Yeah, it's a little heavy, man. But I'm on a kayak. I need to get them carbs to burn.
Yeah.
To burn my
I can see that.
all that added grease and carbs. I mean, my kayak does have a motor on it, right? I don't have to pedal or paddle. That's something. But I mean, I'm still on a kayak, which makes it more athletic than the boat guys, right? Because I'm just on a kayak.
Yeah, it's a different breed.
I mean, I don't know, right?
I've tried it for a while.
Hey, that's something.
Yeah, it wasn't for me.
That's on Prima Gancho Part 2, right? So superstition. We're talking about superstition. We've brought up the pineapple. We brought up the morning taco, right? If you're too late to even stop, how do your guided trips go? Meet me at the dock, have everything ready and leave, or is it meet me at the dock, then we're gonna go to the taco place, or do you supply the tacos or anything like that?
No, typically it's check the tide, see if we can get some water movement. Typically,
that's in the morning.
Right.
Okay.
Well, actually, that'll be prior. But I'll just schedule a time, and they'll have them meet me there. The only time I'll probably link up with them and get some things before we hit the actual road would be like if I'm running out to Sabine.
Oh.
So I offer shuttle service to Sabine.
Oh, yeah.
So what we'll do is meet up at my storage, and my clients will lock their truck up inside, and then we might go make a run for a taco or grab a bag
And this
of ice.
is by vehicle.
Right.
Oh, so they meet you. If you're going to Sabine, they meet you at the boat storage, and they jump in your car.
Right.
Oh, that's badass, dude.
Yeah, shuttle service.
So when you turn on the car, what are y'all jamming to? Because I mean, if y'all have noticed, we've been jamming on our post
on the IG stories.
Yeah, upcoming to the show, and as I'm setting the tone right to the show, we're gonna bring up some heavy topics that I feel are have been a little bit thrown to the backside, right, of things, right? culture, right? You bring talking to one of the guys here earlier, your branded material brings the culture, the Mexican culture, back to life, right? And it's not just towards Mexicans, right? Or it's not just towards white people or whatever, right? We don't segregate ourselves to the people that I say we, you, and I don't even know, maybe you do, right? I'm just talking for you now, but
not at all.
It's for everybody, right?
Yeah, it's no
culture,
segregation, right? Discrimination, and it's not really bringing it back to life. It's just more showcasing it. You know? It's always been alive and thriving, but it's more of a spotlight and kind of.
Let's talk about it, man. So your branded material is called Prima Gancho, right?
Prima Gancho.
What is Prima Gancho?
Prima Gancho was, like I said earlier days when we were talking about how I got into it. It was just originally an Instagram account. It was, but after the CPR, I changed it to Prima Ganchos with an S, and that's still because it was kind of a team. It actually started off as a surf fishing, land-based fishing team, and it was a group.
Galveston area too?
Yeah, Galveston area, Bolivar, and all around the Upper Coast. So it actually started as a surf fishing, land-based shark fishing team. So we were called Prima Ganchos with the S. That summer went on. Guys dropped out of the tournament and it never happened. And I just continued on with showcasing and my catches and experience through social media.
Sharks and stuff? Bull reds and all that?
Little tippers, bull reds, some jacks, some macs, some smacks, just whatever you can catch on the surf. So that's all. That's how it all really started. Really, just showcasing adventures and catches on IG. And eventually, I knew there's no sense of calling it Prima Gancho because it's just me. I dropped the S and changed the account to Prima Gancho. And that's where it kind of started to flourish to where we are today. From Prima Gancho, the brand, Prima Gancho charters, Prima Creaciones. It's kind of evolved into a series of projects and
keeping it fresh.
Yeah.
Right.
But it all stems from the same passion. It's all about fish, man. That's
right. Because I remember before Prima Gancho, we've been friends. I say friends, right? All of a sudden, somebody adds you on Facebook, and you're friends, right? You're real good friends. Or a girl adds you on Facebook, and all of a sudden, that's your girlfriend, right?
Yeah, all of a sudden, she's sliding to your DMs and wants to be the next guest on Spooled Life, right?
Yeah, man. I hate it.
Happens all the time.
But it was something before. It was like Papa Cork.
Oh, so
right?
yeah.
Let's not forget about that, David. You know what I mean?
Wow, you're taking it back.
Man, I've been following y'all for a long time. I was kind of like a fanboy. I mean, I would call it, right?
Yeah, actually, wow, I even forgot about that. So, yeah, it was it was a personal page.
We don't even want to talk about that.
It was a personal page where I just kind of showcased, my personal life, family, my dog.
Oh, really? So it was like a David Teran.
David Teran, right?
Okay.
And but yes, it was Papa Cork. It was actually the first IG personal account was Agent 00713, which that came from my PlayStation account back in the day.
Oh yeah.
I used to play Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
As Agent 00713, so that
everybody feared you on there. Right.
Yeah,
now they fear you on the water.
Yeah. Fish, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So Papa Cork, Prima Gancho.
Yeah.
If y'all haven't heard of Prima Gancho, guys, check it out. If y'all are at the fishing show, I think the McAllen show is coming up. Prima Gancho will be there in the flesh, right? Y'all bring a special that no one else does, and it's hard to explain. The only way I can explain it is bringing back, not back, but continuing on the culture, right? You have the Loteria series, right? The PG, Prima Gancho, right?
PG.
Gancho.
Gancho. So I guess for we just assume everyone knows what gancho means.
Yeah, tell them a little bit. Tell them what the hell gancho. Everybody's like, man, what the hell is gancho, dude?
So gancho is a translation to from the Spanish word. It means hook in Spanish.
Yeah.
Prime, by definition, is just superior quality, excellence.
Yeah.
And when I came up with the name, I wanted to incorporate that and still keep it in tune with our culture. So the name Prime Gancho.
So it was intentional,
What?
bringing the culture into the fishing side of stuff.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. So yeah, like I said, when we were signing up for that shark fishing tournament, we had to register. We needed a team name, and when we were just kind of coming up with some names, and I was actually outvoted, but then, we had a bunch of ideas. It was like Texas saltwater killers or something.
Yeah, that would have
Corny.
never worked.
BS like
Right.
that, So I just wanted to be unique, but still represent who we were as a
At
team.
that time, it was okay to kill everything, though, right? I mean, now it's kind of frowned upon. We don't want to. We want to release everything. How it's changed. But at that time, long ago, it was okay to keep everything, and we all had stringers.
It's all about it. Yeah.
We all had ice chests with fish in it, and we were all running from the game wardens, and you know what I mean. Now
Yeah,
it's
you weren't hanging
now
them
it's
all on
cool.
the string. You weren't really doing nothing.
Yeah, we were all running away, and no one wanted to catch these people with a. You saw a game warden, you went the other way. But now we want to take a selfie with the game warden. We want to show
That's
that
true.
the game warden is
You're
with
seeing
us.
That's a trend now. People
Yeah,
are
right.
like-
It's cool now to do that stuff, right?
Yeah, I don't get it, but
I don't know, man. That's
whatever.
yeah. Hey,
Lone Star Law.
this.
Everyone wants to
Yeah,
get
everybody
15
wants to be
seconds.
on TV now, right? You know what? And that brings up something I bring it up all the time about Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. What else is there? MySpace, right?
Patreon is
Patreon,
yeah.
AOL chat,
Everyone's-
all of them, right? Everybody, you could be whatever you want on media, right? You hashtag Prime Gancho, you're all of a sudden on the Prime Gancho fishing team, right? But you're really not. You know what I mean? But that's how, especially now that we have a dealer on board, how do you feel about the media craze bringing in the hashtags and ads and at Prime Gancho and hashtag Prime Gancho? It obviously helps, right? The business, it spreads the word of the business, but it could hurt the business, right? The guys that are keeping, if you're leaning towards, let's save the fish, and we're over here killing the fish, and Prime Gancho, I got a PG shirt on, and I got a OMW TFYB cap on, and I'm killing everything. How do you feel about all that? About the guys themselves?
The guys that are really like harvesting all and like
No, they're the guys that are pushing Prime Gancho without being a
Oh.
part of Prime Gancho.
Oh, how do I feel about it? I mean, I think it's awesome for sure. Like, it's still a little overwhelming
Right.
when you see people like plugging Prime Gancho, hashtagging, and like showcasing their feet, showing off their catch, dripping PG. Like it's still overwhelming. So I guess initial feelings would be still kind of shocking, but I'm glad people are embracing the movement in regards to the bringing the culture back into
Right.
the brand and just representing something that doesn't fit inside of a box.
Yeah, like outside you ever cruise into like Wynn's or Montgomery Ward or anywhere like that and see somebody wearing Prime Gancho and you're like, man, and they don't recognize you?
No, actually, I got a kind of cool story.
Let's hear
about
it,
that.
man.
So, we get like feedback, and we'll meet people at events and trade shows and all, and you'll hear people, hey, well, man, everyone always asks me about this, and where did I get it, or a friend will send me a picture at the bar, and some dude's posted up wearing the shirt. I've never seen it, and finally, actually, just recently, up until last weekend, and I walked into Buc-ee's. It was like 4:30 in the morning. Grab a couple bags of ice and some other things, and I walk into the store, and there's this guy coming back from the taco stand loaded, like 6 tacos, and he's got a PG shirt on, and it just like kind of caught me by surprise because I wasn't expecting that. And I greeted him, and I was like, hey, nice shirt, and he's like, oh, thanks. And then he just kind of snapped back. He's like, I got it from you. I was like, yeah, we must have met at a show or something. So that was really cool because like I've never seen it. And then like shortly after, we're checking out, and I see this man walking in with a different shirt with the PG logo on there, and I was like, what? Mind blown! Like this happened twice in one day.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. But that man that walked in, I would have never guessed he'd be wearing our shirt. He was
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was like.
Is that a Houston thing?
What's that?
Going to Buc-ee's for tacos?
Because
I say here, I think, right, is
that's a Texas thing, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
Man, I would never pick Buc-ee's. Hey, Buc-ee's, if y'all are watching, I know y'all are, right? But no offense, but I would never pick a Buc-ee's taco.
No, like you don't
before
go
a
to
Laredo
Buc-ee's
Taco
you don't go
Company
to
taco.
Buc-ee's for the tacos, of course
Right.
not. I'll be sure tacos are trash at Buc-ee's, but you go there.
I didn't
for
say
the
it.
it is what it is. This is raw, right? Spooled Life Live Raw,
If you could come up with another word, like raw's right here. If you could come up with something right here, that's even better. But yeah, for sure. Though.
So you go to Buc-ee's for ice. You go to Buc-ee's for snacks. You go to Buc-ee's for a pack of cigarettes if you smoke.
Yeah. Not even beef jerky.
The jerky's good.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Is it better than Prasex?
No, I think processed.
Or is it better?
I like
Right.
Prosec's. But yeah, of course you got to eat. Like, what happens if you go to the taqueria that morning and she's like, no, you got to come back,
We're cutting you off? Man, I
We're
don't
not
know what
ready.
I would do.
You'd have to go to Buc-ee's and get a taco.
Well, we wouldn't.
Well,
The
yeah.
closest Buc-ee's is Warden, I believe, from here. Now, I'm not sure if they have one down going south on 77. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? But that must be a Houston thing, right? Houston Upper
Yeah,
Coast,
like, I guess so.
area.
Yeah, I just thought it was,
right?
kind of
I've tried.
coastal.
I think I've tried the brisket. Brisket is not bad, right? I like my brisket a little bit more fattier, right? And no bun. You know what I mean? Making a burger out of brisket, I get it, right? I like it. But if you're going to give me a burger with brisket, I want like an egg on there. I want like some pickles. I want a side of potato wedges.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like I want to make it a meal, not just go grab a brisket sandwich wrapped in foil and take off. I get it, right?
That's just a byproduct.
Yeah,
Like I said, I like
you know.
I like the 20-pound bags of ice for $1.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like ethanol-free fuel.
Oh, they got that
Yeah.
there? Okay.
So that's I think that's the main attraction.
It's easy. You know, you walk in, everything's there, right? Everything's expensive. Everything's there. They got gas. They got honey stuff. They got apparel. They got those little yellow nuggets.
Crack another one
Let's
open.
give a shout out to somebody. Who are we drinking to?
Shout out to Corpus.
To Marty.
Marty Marsh in the house.
Marty Marsh is in the house. Roy's Bait and Tackle.
She's got front row Joe seat here at Roy's Bait and Tackle with Spooled Life Live.
That's it. Let's talk a little bit about tactics, right? We brought up the, I want to bring it out again. We brought up the jig heads. There's been a lot of talk about jig heads, right? And, this is the prime one. We're going to give that one away here shortly, so stay with us.
Stay tuned for that one. You're not
Stay
gonna
with us.
miss
Guys.
it.
Stay with us. We know it's hard. We know it's Saturday. We know y'all want to go to the mall. Y'all want to go to La Palmera Mall and check it out before everybody leaves. But just stick with us, guys. It's going to get good. It's going to get good. You as the guide, right?
Right.
Me as the host, right? Jig heads. Specifically talking about the eye strike jig head, right? We strike the eye, or what is it?
Predators strike the eye.
Predators strike the eye.
Tri-eye is a preferred jig of Prima Gancho charters.
Right?
Yeah.
David Flad, he's swears by these things, right? They work. I get it, right?
Catch fish for sure.
So when a fish, I see jig heads daily, right? I see them all the time. I cruise in a Roy's Bait Attacker. You take a right, you go 2 aisles down, you take a left, and you're just swallowed by the masses of jig heads. You know, and everybody says like, well, man, why not just pick the first jig heads I see, right? You go 3/4 down and you see the eye strike. There's some with rattles, not the eye strikes, but there's jig heads with rattles. There's some that are weedless. There's some that have eyes on them. There's some that have the tying eyelet embedded in lead, right? My opinion, if I'm a fish, right? If I'm a fish,
you'd hit that.
I would eat this in a heartbeat, right?
For sure. Yeah.
I would eat the eye because I strike the eye, which is away from the hook, right? Okay, right? We all know it's away from the hook, but I'd eat the whole thing, right? Me, because I'm a big fish, right? But what I'm getting at is, why would you, as the guide, why would you want a rattling jig head?
I don't particularly use them, but I could see why there would be a use for them, just for an audible, just another sense to trigger those fish and get a reaction strike.
I went out this past weekend, a couple weeks ago. You probably saw the post of that massive redfish I caught, right? I'm just playing. It was all right. It wasn't one of my biggest, but it was big, right? And this fish, for real, this fish, I'd drink to it if I had more beer. I already ran out. I'm already going to hit the ones on top. I'm just playing.
No, I got some beer.
This fish, when I hook set the fish, it ran straight in, ran out of gas, right?
Ran towards the boat?
Yeah,
Okay.
towards the kayak, right? Quick, man. Was quick with my Daiwa. My Daiwa, the blue one. What is it called? The
Coastal.
Coastal. The Daiwa Coastal. Sarge rod. That redfish had
Didn't know what he was getting himself into.
no idea, man. He saw that Spooled Life Live logo on the side of my kayak, and he said, I'm out of here. Gave one run, and it was done. But he fought so much along the kayak and was making all kinds of noise up against the bow. And then that fish was coming in. And I thought that that redfish almost thought it was like a fish frenzy going on. Like, I want to go eat what this redfish is trying to get.
Was he eating one of these?
No, unfortunately, he was not. He was actually eating a JRZ lure. And I'm going to post that later on. I was giving away something. Nobody has gotten it right yet on the color. I'm going to give you all a hint. I'm going to post it tonight. You have till I post it to get it right. This color is no longer being used. Marty's like, man, I'm going to Google it right now. This color is no longer in production, right? If you come to Roy's Bait and Tackle, the peg is still there. Everybody still has the pegs up. This particular color is no longer in production. And if you can find it, I suggest you buy them all. You cannot find them here at Roy's because I bought them all. But you can go somewhere else. I think Waterloo Pro Shop carries them. Somewhere up the upper coast carries them. Buy it, right? But I think I stated on the last show about jig heads. If I'm a redfish and I'm trying to get away from something, if I'm a bait fish, if I see a redfish coming, I'm not going to run away and make as much noise as possible. You know, I'm going to run away and hide. And I'm going to try to stay as quiet as possible because I don't want this thing to come eat me. But if you make noise, I guess it attracts fish too, right?
Yeah. Like I mean, like I said, I don't fish them much, but I would use them like in murky water conditions where they might not necessarily see the bait, but they might be able to hear it, pique their interest, see what you got going on over there.
Right.
And
where noise would be just an added sense that the
I think so. Yeah, I think it's just an audible to trigger another sense of theirs, sight,
right,
scent.
This is the
sound.
Is this the jig head hook size you prefer?
Yeah. I mean, typically when I'm fishing, I'll throw a jerk bait on this particular size. Jerk bait, once again, upper coast. We don't have the type of clarity that you guys have here. It's real cloudy, murky, really dirty at times. We haven't had much rain this year, so that's actually kept the baits pretty clean. But the reason why I like a jerk bait is because I don't have the clarity, and what I'm trying to do is entice a reaction strike. So what this bait will do is just dart around and pop in front of a fish's face and might piss them off enough to want to eat it. So that's why I prefer a jerk bait rather than a paddle tail, or because I'm not working this on the bottom. I'm trying to work the column and figure out where they're hitting.
Right.
A little subsurface or suspended or down low. You can work a jig and a jerk anywhere. It's very versatile. Going back to the jig and my particular preference, obviously the eye. I mean, if you rig this up, I'm going to show you real quick what the presentation would look like.
Don't mess it up, man. There's thousands of people watching right now.
There you go. That's what pays the bills right there. But yeah, once you rig that up, that profile is a presentation that looks like a fish, Like when I was telling you earlier on, I would fish a lot of dead bait and go to an academy, and you see guys like buying these pink and purple lures. Like, how does that even look like a fish? It makes no sense. Like, you're a fool. But I realized shortly after that I was a fool passing up on these baits long ago. But this here looks like a little bait fish, and of course you want to fool the fish and think that he's really getting something tasty to eat. But another reason why I like these particular jigs is because the head has some like reflective properties to it. So if the sun's kind of blinging, penetrating through the water, if you look at it, if you're shallow enough, you'll see a reflection, and I think that may also be a factor in why I'll get strikes on this. And like I said, it's a confidence bait of mine. I fish all types of lures and rigs and baits, but I prefer the jig bait, just a simple soft plastic and jig, because I fish a lot of structure, and I'd rather sacrifice like $1 bait than a $7-8 plug.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the reason why we fish a lot of ledges and rocks and structure. And if I get hung up, I might snag 5-6 times before I get a bite.
Right.
So it's a cost-effective, but then again, very effective in generating strikes. So,
do you think when you're hunting the strike zone on a ledge or a drop off, where do you think those strikes come from? When I'm gonna fish the top, right? This is a guide question, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna fish the top. I don't get no strikes. I'm gonna fish mid, right? I might get a hit. Do you think those hits are coming from the bottom or coming from the top down? Or you just don't know?
I don't know. I mean, you can't
Could come
really
from
tell.
anywhere, I guess, right?
Yeah, but it's always going to be like, I don't know. It's a good question.
Jig heads. I
I
feel like
always just visualize that they're striking downward. And
Yeah,
just
when
kinda
you're
like
casting the
pouncing
jig
on it,
head.
like, hey, you're mine. I'm going to eat you.
yeah, like a meme.
That's it.
Yeah, like when you this jig head's coming down,
Yeah.
right? This is his presentation, right? Jerk. I guess if it hits on the
Yeah, I think it's got to be on a downward motion because it's when the bait is falling.
right,
But then I don't know. I'm not-
maybe on a paddle tail though, right? If it swims on the fall, right, which is hard to find. I want to say JRZ paddle tail swim on the fall. I'm not too sure. My type of fishing I do is I already see the fish that I'm trying to catch. I'm not much of a blind caster, You know,
I am.
if I have to blind cast, I'm just gonna chill on the boat, work on my tan a little bit. You know, till I see what I'm.
Yeah, that's a
JC
luxury.
Gonzalez says on the drop,
Yeah,
right?
for sure. I agree with that. I think I'm
Right, I
going.
agree with that too. Maybe I know during the winter time when I'm throwing fat boys or soft dines, it's usually on the fall. The strikes are always on the fall
Yeah,
for
for
me,
sure.
right? I could be wrong. What does Ram Garcia know, right? I'm just a host of Spooled Life Live. Moving on, Mega, because we're running out of time here. How many giveaways have we done? One?
I think one.
Let's do another
So
one.
Omar won the plugs. and the
Omar
plastics.
Morales.
Hit me up.
Let's do another
Over
one.
to you.
We're going to do mine.
What do you got, Ram?
I got a box, which I forgot. Right, I forgot it.
Oh,
I got a
doesn't count.
box.
You have to pick something off of it.
Right, whatever y'all want, come into Roy's Bait and Tackle.
Yeah.
I changed my mind. I don't have anything.
They got some really nice
Right,
Sims gear stuff.
pick out anything you want.
Yeah, whatever's up here, Ram's gonna take care of
Pick
you.
it out. Go to the front. Tell them you know me, and it's on the house.
Nice.
Superstition.
Superstition.
Superstition. No, for real. I got a
Alright,
box
make
of
sure you-
Adams Customs baits. If
ready
you
to
looked at
answer
my
this, 'cause
story,
I've been eyeballing this.
it's a box. It's like a 3700 Plano box, I want to say. Custom baits in there, some badass baits, some top water, some spending baits, fully custom. You're going to love them, I guarantee it. And a real sportswear cap, which you're going to love just as equally, right? First person to tell me. First, we're going to drink to something. What are we drinking to? We're going to drink to the winner of this giveaway.
Easy enough.
Easy enough. Whoever the winner is, we're drinking to you today, guys. So you might be drinking
Salud.
with us. First person to tell me how long Prima Gancho Charters has been in existence. It cannot be Marty.
It's a good question.
Marty is just dying to get one right.
That means they haven't been
January
watching since
2021.
Correct. You are the winner. Who was
Is it? Is that a year and a half ago?
Yeah, bro. It's all
Cliff
right.
Nagel. Well, we got Cliff Nagel, January 2021, and Omar Morales, 1.5. Cliff Nagel, you are the winner. Guys,
Congrats,
I
Cliff.
know,
Cliff,
I know,
sorry.
right? Everybody has different speeds of internet. Cliff Nagel is in one of those 4G areas, probably. You know,
probably
just cheating. He's probably just trying to beat the system here. Cliff Nagel, you are the winner, man. I'm going to send it out.
Can we see what it is, Ram? I mean,
Yeah.
you didn't bring it with you, did
No,
you?
I forgot it.
Oh.
The last one we have is the Prime. Is the Prime, guys. This one you have not seen anywhere. Well, I take it back. If you've been watching the stories, the Prima Gancho stories, you have seen it, right?
Right. Yeah.
But
If you watch it, like, you probably just skip right through it.
yeah, you probably skip right to it unless it had like a badass cumbia beat on it or something. Then you probably just paused it and went and grabbed your wife and tell, hey, let's burn the carpet here for a little bit. You know, Prima Gancho is on. You know.
Yeah.
But if you have not yet seen it, it's going to be at the McAllen show, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be at the Houston Fishing Show. Those are mostly the shows you attend, right?
Correct.
The one in McAllen, the one in Houston. We used to have one here in Corpus. It was called the Big Franks. Big Franks Expo.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. I remember that. That's where I got my starting from. Was the Big Franks Expo. Was one of my first shows that I attended, and it was a young Ram Garcia, and we were just everywhere buying everything, and we knew everything, and I think I was too young to be drinking Carbach, but I'm not too sure. I don't remember. I'm sure it was like Bud Light or something real tardy in the mouth, you know, and left a real ugly aftertaste. It wasn't Carbach, you know, that leaves a real good smooth, you know. Like, what do you feel right there? Like, man, like I want to open another one, right? Hey, let's move on. We're running out of time. Everybody's looking at me like, dude,
You're like,
come on,
bro,
man.
let's get this
It's
show on the
Saturday.
road.
We
Yeah.
close at 6. I don't want to be here on overtime, right? My wife is already texting me, man. I want to go to Kiko's Mexican food. You know, what's the hold up, right? This is another good one. Thought on people, anglers. Shout out to Cliff Nagel, by the way, for winning that. Slide into my DMs, man. I know you slid into there once, right? That package is on the way, dude. If I would have known you would have won another time, we would have sent them both at the same time and save me money, man. You know, I like to have some extra money too, guys. You know, slide into my PayPal and pay for the shipping. God damn. You know? Thought on people and anglers growing out of who they really are. I'm going to elaborate.
Yeah.
I elaborated with my boss, actually.
Okay.
I'm not going to say where I work, right? But he was here shopping at Roy's, and I elaborated to him. When the Cole Winslow, the country singer Cole Winslow, right? The
Winslow?
that's not his name. I don't. Cole Winslow. Correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody correct me what his name
Family
is. But either
Matters.
way, when they come to Concrete Street and
Carl Winslow.
Carl Winslow,
That's Family Matters.
whoever it is, he was a good singer too, right? He turned out to be Will Smith, right? One of them rappers or something. But when we get the concerts here, right? It's a crowd of Hispanic people, right?
Who's
I
performing?
get it. I get
Does it
Corpus
matter?
Christi is predominantly Hispanic.
Okay.
Mexican, right? We talked about it the other day. If you were Mexican, I feel that I'm Mexican. My dad's Mexican. My mom's Mexican. That makes me Mexican, right?
Yeah,
Or does that make me
absolutely.
American? I was born here in America. Does that make me American,
Yes.
but still Mexican American? Right? It's a real touchy subject. I don't want to touch it too hard, because But when you go to the country concerts, I'm gonna tell you right now, guys. If it ain't got an accordion, I'm not there, man. I don't want to go. And I get it. There's a time and the place to dance to country music, like the first song of a quinceañera. I get it, right? It's supposed to be a country song, a slow.
So you want to hear some cumbia?
We're sad to see you leave. You're a woman now. You're a quinceañera girl, and you're growing up, and we're supposed to sing this Neon Moon or something like that, right? Do you feel that the anglers, going back to the anglers, right?
Okay.
Do you feel you bringing the culture with Prima Gancho, do you feel like it's a lost culture? Your upbringing, come on, let's go fishing. I know my dad used to take us fishing as much as he could. He was working a lot, right? But as much as he could, I was out there fishing with him, right? Do you feel like that's like a lost
No,
culture?
I don't necessarily think it's a lost culture. I mean, in regards to the people I fish with, we're all authentic and true to who we are, so you can never really lose that. But I think it's a shift in culture, because there's always been like a cookie cut ideal of what fishing in the outdoors should be, and it's just like jamming George Strait,
Right.
crack a Miller Lite,
Texas
which is
country.
cool. I can catch a vibe with George Strait, but not necessarily everyone is in tune with that. So I don't think it's a lost culture. I think what I'm trying to do with my brand and all is just to kind of bring it to light again, showcase it, embrace it, be proud of who you are and what you represent, and that's what I'm trying to do with Prima Gancho. Just kind of break the mold of the traditional stereotypes of the outdoor industry should be, or it has been, There's all types of people that enjoy the sport of fishing, and in the outdoors, and why not shed some light on to those that enjoy it in a different way, you know. So it all depends, you know.
Yeah. I like country too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like a good, I'm going to call it Texas country, right? Like Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings,
Yeah.
right? That's Texas country to me, right? If you, I'm not going to mention no names because some of those Texas country artists are watching, right? And they're following the show and stuff. But I don't want y'all to go delete yourselves, you know.
If you're ever on the Upper Coast,
Yeah, you know,
they're hit me up.
you know what I mean? I don't want y'all to stop shopping at Roy's Bait and Tackle, or stop wearing real sportswear, or stop drinking Carbach, or stop catching all those fish with Sarge Custom rods. But I see the stories.
Okay.
I see the stories of everybody at Concrete Street, you know, and everybody's wearing cowboy hats, you know. But where are all the stories of the conjunto artists, you know? Or how come you don't put a story up with a Tejano band, you know, where everybody's at a Tejano band jamming out? You know what I mean? I don't know. I do. If you check out my stories, you know what I mean?
I guess it's a different scene here.
Yeah, exactly.
I know in
I mean, we only have the Selena statue downtown, right? I mean,
yeah, this is it. Home of the Biddy and the Bom Bom, right?
that's it. Bitty bitty bang bang. Jerry Jeff Walker. That's another one of the country singers, I'm assuming, right? If you had to start all over again,
With what?
what would you change?
Start over what? Like
Day one.
oh wow.
David Teran
David
says,
Teran as a person angler.
yes.
Man,
I have to start all over again right now. I'm going to change this.
oh. It's a tough question. What would I change differently?
If I had to start all over again, I would change the trout regulations. It was 10, right? When I started, it was 10. Somebody's bound to get mad at me for bringing this
Yeah.
back up, but it's okay. It was 10, now it's 5, then it was 5, now it's 3. I get it. I get there was a freeze, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get there was a freeze,
Change it.
right? Why
Change
not
the
hire
game
more
plan.
game wardens? You know?
To what?
Enforce the law. Enforce people from keeping more than 5.
Do you think that's a big issue?
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't really.
We'll discuss that
Yeah.
on the Ram Garcia episode, right?
Okay.
But what would you change right now? I press this button right here,
What would I change?
and I changed David Teran's mentality of Prima Gancho. What would you change? Or would you just keep it
No.
the same? I mean, you could keep it the same.
No, actually, no. I wouldn't necessarily change who we are to how we got here today. I mean, I think if I could make some life changes, decisions early on, I probably would have been more receptive to the lifestyle at an earlier age. It would have got me out of a lot of trouble, you know.
Right.
Because fishing has been a blessing. So, like I said, I've always kind of been involved, but I would have definitely been more open and receptive in embracing the lifestyle at an earlier age.
Mm-hmm.
Saved me a lot of trouble.
It's a good one. We brought up the whole hashtagging and what do you even call it? Like the @ I call it the @ symbol company name. The tagging of companies, right? The hashtagging of companies. How do you feel about the sponsorships and pro staff movement?
Well, obviously, it's a great thing for small businesses.
Right.
Big businesses here like Roy.
Because you don't have a team.
No.
Is there a Prima Gancho fishing team?
No, we don't have a Prima Gancho team. We don't have any brand ambassadors or pro staff or anything like that.
Is that for a reason, or is it just
I think
we're our own ambassadors?
well, in part to that, there is a reason, because I think everyone that hashtags Prima Gancho or @ Prima Gancho or drips Prima Gancho, you are an ambassador. You know, you essentially you are part of the team in representing who we are. But no official teammates. But that's something that I have considered. You know, there is a stigma against pro staffs and the way people have been promoting small business and all. So I can get it, and I have ideas on how I would like to approach that. Like, everything about who we are is thinking untraditionally, you know, and there's some ideas, and I think the only reason I would consider that is because there's some people that really rep our brand like heavy, and obviously I give them their recognition and their thanks and support all the time. But for those that really kind of go above and beyond it, I would like to introduce a program of sorts, and kind of give some extra recognition to those.
What would we call it?
Oh, wow. You still haven't came up with the name for years, right? You said like Ram Garcia Spooled Lifers.
Yeah, I haven't, man. I want to bring something up to. I want to create something for the diehards of the Spooled Life.
Day one,
right?
homies, huh?
Because that's how I kind of started as well. It was the Spooled Life, right? That was me, you know. And now we're live, obviously. So we're the Spooled Life Live. But there's a lot of people that tune in
Weekly.
Yeah, every other week. We try to do it every other week. Sometimes, you know, if July 4th gets in the way, you know, we're not live, right? We'd rather be with our families, right? I'd rather you all be with your families. I know y'all would just push them aside to watch the show. I don't want y'all to do that, right? We want y'all to be with y'all's families. We want y'all to pop as many fireworks as possible, to barbecue, to have a competition on how many Carbox y'all can drink, right? But
I'm already down 2, bro. I need to
don't deflect of what July 4th is really about, right? Don't put it on me, right? Right. One more thing, and we're gonna give something else away. We're gonna give away that special item we've been talking about all show. What is next for David Teran?
Next for David Teran, like.
Yep. What's next? Where are we going? Where are we going next? Not like today, but what's next for David Teran / Prima Gancho?
Okay, so yeah. Wow.
We've been looking at the cerveza.
That's the thing I've been thinking about
Right.
a lot. Is just kind of how am I going to take it to the next level? Because I feel like we've got a lot of recognition of who we are.
It's tough, man.
But like, how to really propel it and to really make it something legit. So I have a few projects that I haven't really rolled out, but I just want to find a way to kind of project the brand and the charter into the next level.
It's tough to put both of them together, right?
Yeah.
Is it tough to operate the charter business and operate the apparel business at the same time? Because I know there's one where, okay, well, you could buy an 8-hour trip, and guess what? If you want to buy a shirt as well, you know, we'll give you this, right? But to do both, I mean, I have my media pages and I have the Spooled Life Live, right? I try my hardest to keep those two different entities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Super hard, right? But I try to incorporate them because obviously my media pages, I've been doing them for years, right? My media pages are a lot more higher than my
Personal pages.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
You know what I mean?
I think you're gonna come to a point to where there will be no separation. It's,
Right.
that's how it is for me. It's like I had a personal page and then my lifestyle page. It just progressed into a full bona fide lifestyle. There is no separation. So,
Uh-huh.
so it's you know, at the pace you're going, it's just going to consume you at some point.
Man, dude, we are growing so much.
Yeah.
We don't even know what to do anymore.
Yeah, and so
We're just growing so high that we're just.
Once you get there, there won't be no rabbits.
The other day, Joe Rogan hit me up and was like, dude, how do you do it? Oprah hit me up like 4 weeks ago. How do you do it? Dr. Phil, all them guys.
I got a No Jumper hit me up about to do a podcast with them.
You know what I mean? So there is something special coming from Prima Gancho.
Yeah.
I mean, us as the viewers, we really don't even know. Right? We're dying to see what the next Loteria card is going to be. Right?
Yeah.
We have the Sirena.
Right.
Or what do we call it?
La Sirena.
La Sirena.
Right.
Are you sticking with the original names?
No.
Are you bringing your own little.
So I mean, I guess everyone assumes what we're talking about here on the Loteria series. It's just one of our signature series to the apparel company, and the inspiration was from the traditional Mexican bingo game. El Rojo was the first of that, which was kind of a spin-off of the real card, the real character on the game, which is El Pescado. It's like a downward snapper. I think he's hitting like a knocker rig or something like that. But no, this is an inspiration. There's a few themes within the game that are kind of coastal and related to fishing, and I'll do my spin-off of that. But no, we're gonna continue the series, introducing different characters, different images, but they're all gonna be lifestyle related to the coast, fishing, the raza, just in general,
Yeah.
So.
I would like to see that one, La Raza.
La raza.
It's just a bunch of people.
Or I don't know how well this would
fishing
do.
off the bank or something.
Y'all tap in here on the comment section and just say, like, if we do our spin of La Bandera.
Yeah.
Right? So you've seen that, right?
Yeah.
On the
No.
game?
No.
You don't play Loteria?
Yeah.
Okay, so they have the La
Oh,
Bandera.
I hadn't seen yours,
No,
but I
no,
seen
no.
the original one. Yes.
Just an idea. So the original is La Bandera, and it's just the Mexican flag. If we can do like La Bandera and do like a Texas one,
Right. Yeah.
because we haven't done anything that's really specific to Texas. I try not to constrain myself with regions or species, and as like I said, but I haven't really done anything specific for Texas, so that
Right.
might be a way to.
Is there any thoughts of a Loteria series called La Spooled Life?
I don't know about a whole series, but we might be able to work a card in the deck.
There you go. You heard it here at Spooled Life Live, guys. Let's give away something.
Yeah.
This is something. Should we show them, or you want to keep it a secret?
No, let's show them.
Let's show them, man. This is something that is first out here. Spooled Life Live.
Check it out. So our followers on IG, you guys have seen it, but I just wanted to kind of showcase one of our newest designs into the Prima Gancho collection. It's a continuation to the series that we started last year, which is the PG Especial. It's I don't even know, but I think we'll call it like the When You're On 'Em series. It just kind of hits different.
I like it.
Cold beer,
Can't live without it.
Yeah, it's just like hand in hand.
Yeah.
All right, check it out. So,
tell us what you think.
Tell me what you think. You'll be one of the first, actually, to receive this. The only person that has this is Marty. But we're gonna introduce the Gancho Light. It's a new design. We're showing this here in a soft spun cotton poly blend tee, dye sublimated print. If you don't recognize the design, it's our spin of a particular Mexican beer, but we're going to call this one Gancho Light. Exclusive drip. First seen here on a Spooled Life.
Spooled Life Live.
There you go. And that's what the backside looks like. It says Gancho Light, Cerveza Prime, quarter ounce jig, and if you know, you know. And then on the front side, we got the fish with the starburst, our logo stamped in the middle.
The PG.
Yeah, so you'll get one of these. Tap into Spooled Live, hit his DMs, or you can hit me up, info@primegancho.com, and I'll give this to you in your size.
Oh, we're going to give away that right now.
That one's yours.
Oh, this one's mine. Okay, well, there you go, guys. This one's mine. Now y'all can't win. I'm just kidding. We're gonna give away one.
Yeah, we'll give away one.
Whoever, the first person to tell me, everybody's just the crowd right here. Yeah, I could feel the energy from the crowd. You know what I mean? The first person to tell me, and y'all should know, right? Well, I guess we haven't brought it up in the show, but you could look it up. If it doesn't come up quick, slide into the comment section here. The comment section, they flow like you wouldn't believe, man. But first person to tell me what is on his cap stands for OMW TFYB.
What does that mean to you, sir?
First person to tell me what that stands for will win On My Way to Fish Your Bay.
Got it.
Clarissa Way Suarez.
Clarissa Suarez, what's up, Clarissa?
Is the winner
Congrats.
of the shirt.
Oh, wow.
Slide into my man's DMs here.
Yeah.
To get your size and stuff, right? To get your size, and On My Way to Fish Your Spot is not it.
Not close.
Right. We have a whole bunch of them. Clarissa Ray Suarez is the winner.
All right.
Like I said, guys,
Clarissa,
it might be right up on top on your comments, but we go by
I
mine.
see it right here.
Right.
Bigger than shit. Clarissa
We go by
Ray
mine, guys.
Suarez.
So, Clarissa Ray Suarez, you are the winner. Congratulations.
New drip on my way to Clarissa.
Yeah, I can't wait to
Clarissa's
wear
house.
this thing. Let's show it again, man.
Check it out, bro.
Right? This is the new Gancho Cerveza Prime 1/4 ounce jigging, guys. So you know it's strong, right? You know it's, if you can't handle your alcohol, you better watch out with this, right?
Yeah.
Basically what you're saying, trying to, right? Let's give a shout out to the team. Who's the team?
Team. Shout out my wife.
Marty? Marty's in the house?
Marty Marsh in the house.
The pup?
She-
What's the pup? Where's the pup? What's the pup's name?
Oh, Guanchi.
Guanchi. What is it?
Guanchi.
Gonchi.
Yeah,
there you
like
go. Gonchi is at Grandpa and Grandma's house.
Oh, well, our translation to Guanchi is little seashell.
No, but that's where she's at. Or
Oh,
he.
you have
Is-
a Guanchi too?
No, I don't.
Oh,
but
yeah.
that's where
I got
yours
you.
is
I
at.
feel. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, she's at her grandma's house. We couldn't make it. We actually planned on bringing her, but yeah, she's part of the team, of course.
Yeah. She's
so-
baby.
Yeah.
How old is she?
She's 4 months old.
That'd be a tough trip
yeah,
for,
we picked her up
for a
in,
baby pup. You'd have to
South
stop like
Padre.
every 1/4 of a mile.
Yeah.
You have to stop like at all the Buc-ee's and stuff.
Right. So yeah, shout out to my wife Marty. She's really the anchor, supporting me during this midlife crisis. Of course.
How old are you, David?
I am.
If you don't mind me asking, right?
I forget.
That's
I'm like
another
41
thing.
or 42. I always forget.
That's another thing about the culture. You know, you can't ask anybody how
How old
old
am I
they
then?
are or how much they weigh
I'm 41.
and all this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 41.
41. I actually turned 40 this year too, November 14th, right? I'll tag my PayPal here in a little bit if y'all want to send me a little something, right?
Cash App pivot.
My Cash App,
Oh
right?
my God.
My Venmo,
Your OF.
right?
Swipe up.
Yeah, there you go. OnlyFans, right?
Yeah.
What else, man? Did we cover everything? We probably didn't. We'll probably have to. I say this to everybody. This hour show is becoming like too short.
Let's keep it running. Let's run it
Well, I
up,
mean,
man.
Kiko's closes here in a little bit. We got it.
Oh, okay.
We got dinner plans. We got reservations at Kiko's Mexican restaurant.
Let's keep the party.
If y'all haven't tried Kiko's out, I say, I don't know. They're probably watching, but I feel like it's the best.
Everyone's tuned in.
I'm not too much, and I know I bragged about the Mexican culture here on this show about an hour and a half already over it, but I'm more, when it comes to Mexican food, I'm more of a Tex-Mex entree eater.
What are you gonna order tonight?
I'm probably gonna order some enchiladas, but there's a huge difference between authentic enchiladas and Tex-Mex enchiladas.
Si no tienen la salsa roja o verde.
Yeah,
no,
it's got to be red, man. It's got to have some meat sauce in it. Michelada time.
Oh.
We didn't even bust it out. We got it right here, Clarissa. We got it right here. We already ran out of beer. I don't even know how to drink that stuff. Do you drink it out of the bottle there?
Yeah.
Show us. Let's see how you do it.
Pour it up in your beer, but hold on. I'm gonna let you hit this real quick. Another.
Is this your Michelada
No,
sauce?
it's my homeboy's Michelada, but it's a product of Houston. So.
From Houston.
Yeah, check it out. Hit that.
Drink it out of the bottle. What's it called?
Now there's various blends.
What's your buddy's name?
Scarface Ruben, and the plug on the
There you go.
Michelada
You know
is
it's for real.
Telemeto.
With a name like
Probably
that, it's for
Nuevo
real.
Leon.
Right? Let's get some. You got another cup. Let's drink some.
Right on time, Clarissa. Michelada time.
Here, that one's yours.
All right, I
Let me
like it.
pour you a drink.
I like it heavy, bro. But taste it just like that, straight up.
Out of the bottle.
Yeah.
Not out of the solo cup.
No, we drink it out of the jar.
I like it. I'm feeling hold on. What I'm getting, first thoughts. First thoughts of Scarface's blend, right? Scarface, what's his name?
Scarface Ruben.
Scarface Ruben. Hell of a job. What I'm getting is a slab of fajitas, right? It brings me back home. And that's what we've been talking about, culture.
Yeah.
This is bringing me back home to a slab of fajitas, a side of potato salad, a side of refried beans.
Cebolla.
Yeah, onion, tomato,
the
of
foil.
course, right? A little bits of foil in there still.
Lime
You know,
juice,
you swallow them, you
salad,
taste them in the back of your teeth, right?
some Intocable playing in the background.
Yeah,
maybe?
some Intocable. I'm more of a hometown boys. Lázaro Pérez. Who else? Who else am I missing? Grupo Imposible, right? I'm missing all that. You know, just how the old days used to be, man.
This was in there the
It's
whole
tough to get them like that. You're in the right direction for sure in this apparel brand you've created. I like it. If you haven't checked them out, it's primegancho.com.
time. Yeah.
You can get a guided trip there as well.
Tap in primegancho.com. We have our homepage that tells a little bit about our story, who we are, where we're from, what we're about. There's a link that shows a list of all of our products and descriptions. You can get the drip. You can book a trip. We also do outdoor lifestyle photography as well. We got a portfolio. You can check that out online. But yeah, primegancho.com is where we can do it. Actually, you know what? I got one more giveaway.
Let's do it.
Can we do one more giveaway?
Man, we could give away as many times till 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, they're going to cut off the lights and all these people are going to go home.
They're going to give us a
Or they're going to
broom,
look at me ugly. One of the two.
start cleaning, put everything away. Huh?
Yeah, listen, what are we giving away?
All right, it's going to be for everyone who tuned in and everyone who watches between now and Monday at midnight. Discount code over at primegancho.com. Tap in, use code SPOOLED.
Spooled, I like
and that'll
it.
save you a nice little chunk of change.
Yep.
But that's for everyone that tuned in, Spooled Life Live, everyone who's probably just getting off the water right now, cutting up your fish, about to crack a beer. You're going to maybe listen to this on the way home. We're going to run that up until midnight on Monday.
Midnight till Monday. You heard it here. Use code SPOOLED
Spooled.
to get Prime Ganchoed out. Right?
Yep.
Scarface did a hell of a job. If you could find Scarface, get this. This is more like a you call it a michelada, but it's kind of like a, what do they put that celery stick in?
It's not a Bloody Mary.
Like a Bloody Mary?
No.
I'm kind of getting the same vibe from it, right?
Yeah,
I
definitely.
don't like Bloody Marys,
No, I don't either.
you
But
know,
I'll drink
but
the
I
hell out
do
of
like
michelada.
this, right? Well, let me tell y'all. Hold on, I didn't get a real good taste last time.
Do we have any more beer?
We
just
do
gonna-
for the after party.
All right.
Right. Man, it's been a hell of a show. Congrats to all the winners. I think we gave away everything. If I missed y'all's comments, I just scrolled through about 100 of them.
Oh, Lord.
If I missed y'all's comments, I'll go back, whether they were for me, whether they're for my man, Mr. Prime himself. We'll go back afterwards.
Let me
Does he
know.
have them in the valley?
What's that?
Scarface.
I think so. I don't know. Every time I come down there, I always bring a couple jars and share with my My friends, they all
We're going to
love it.
give some away. Scarface, you're watching. Slide into my DMs, man. We'll find you. We'll send you some money. We're going to give some away. That's some stuff that everybody has to taste. I'm not much of a michelada drinker. You know, I like it raw. I like it straight out of the can,
That's why
man.
we've been
You know,
tapping the jar.
that's true, right? That's about as raw as it gets, right? Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
Thank you.
I want to thank my sponsors. Roy's Bait and Tackle.
Shout
Real
out Roy's.
Sportswear. Carbach Brewery. Right?
Real. Shout out Carbach.
And Sarge Custom Rods. Keeping them fish in line with the boat. Right?
It's a nice rod, for sure.
All of y'all that won, slide into my DMs or slide into David's DMs. Clarissa, slide into his. You get your size and get that shirt. You're the first one, other than Marty,
Right.
to be wearing one.
Yeah, I don't even have one yet, so.
I have one. I haven't put it on yet, right?
Right.
I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till you get yours because I want you to be the second one
All right.
to have it, right? Thank you all so much for tuning in. The next show will be in 2 weeks. It's going to be another hell of a show. We're throwing a little twist in there, something that we represent here at Spooled Live. We give credit where credit is due, right?
Right on.
We don't discriminate, right? We don't throw people to the side.
You're going to give us a hint?
Huh?
You're going to give us a hint?
No. No hints, right? You got to tune in. We're going to have some good giveaways. And we're going to have fun like always, right?
Right on.
If y'all are local, send your people my way, man. Send them to the page. If you're not local, send them to the page. We want this page to grow. We want to give away as much stuff.
Yeah.
We want to drink as much Carbach as possible. And we want to drink as much michelada as possible, right?
And as much Gancho light as possible.
Is that going to be for real? Like a real drinkable beverage?
Stay tuned.
Oh, that's
Summer 23.
Summer 23. There you go. Y'all heard it here first. Hey, maybe we might showcase it. You know, here. Maybe take a little sip, right? I mean, we don't want to give too much to Cerveza Prime, right? But I mean, we might take a little sip. You know, we took a little sip of the michelada over here, and it was good, right? Got us back to our roots. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I hope I didn't forget anything. I don't think I did. We will take a selfie with the guest. I always forget. That's why y'all never see it on the page, because I always forget. We're going to forget. I guarantee it. We'll end up taking it somewhere else.
Marty's always good for a good selfie.
There you go.
Remind us.
Thank y'all so much. We will see you all next time. You got anything else?
No, just thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Thanks for the guests tuning in.
It's a hell of an accomplishment. You
is.
thought Prima Gancho was an accomplishment?
No,
just being on Spooled Life Live.
I called my mom on the way here.
It's like for real. This is
I
like
made
better
it.
than prom.
Spooled Life Live. Your son is a success, mama.
There you go. Hi, Mom. Right? I don't think my mom has Facebook, but if you're out there, Mom, I made it.
Yeah. So,
We made it.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me, man. Thanks for everyone who tuned in. Thank you to everyone that reps Drips PG out on and off the water. It's been a kind of a very overwhelming experience.
Yeah.
Big thanks for everyone.
You know, I've tried to do the whole apparel stuff with Spooled Life Live.
You sold out every time.
I do, man. It's tough to keep track of, right? I can only imagine at your level of keeping track of right, with sizes. You know, I'm sure Marty is like, man, what are all these boxes doing in the living room?
She's pissed.
You know what I mean?
She hates it. Like,
Yeah. If
Marty,
I do it, everybody's gonna wear extra large. That's what I wear. You know, if it doesn't sell, then I wear it, right? Everybody's gonna have the deep dish cap.
size deep dish.
Deep dish, dude. You know what I mean? Because I'm smart. That's why I have to wear the deep dish. Thank y'all so much. The flyer will come out here in 1 week. It might come out Sunday. I don't know. It depends how tonight goes, right?
About to turn up.
But we wouldn't be here without you all. So I thank you all for tuning in as well. I hope y'all liked the show, man. If y'all have any ideas or who y'all would want to see on the show, slide into my DMs. You know, we're booked up we're booked months in advance.
Take a number.
If I have to drop somebody, then we will, right? I'm just kidding. Thank y'all so much. We'll see y'all next time.